I love tea. I'm sure you're all well aware, but it makes me very happy. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another little weekend in my life. I said I would film another one of these this weekend because I've really been enjoying, do you know what? I've really been enjoying editing them afterwards. Sometimes it can get a little bit stressful because I feel like sometimes I'm not doing things that are super exciting, but I just try and obviously film what I can. But then when I go to actually edit it at the end of the weekend, it always seems like so much fun to watch it back. So I'm really enjoying doing these, so I hope you're enjoying them too. Anyway, I have just been out for my walk and I had my breakfast, and now I am just about to throw on some lipstick because I just did my makeup. I need to get dressed and I need to get out the door for work in the next 13 minutes, so let's do that. I have legitimately worn this lipstick, hold on. As I was saying, I have legitimately worn this lipstick every single day since I got it. Well, since the day after I got it. I just love it so much. So if you are looking into the collection, this one is so pretty. Also, somebody asked me, did it have like a lip plumping quality to it? It doesn't. It's just the finish. It's like, it's glossy, it's balmy, but it's not sticky. So I love that, and I am most definitely going to pick up some more of the Hot Lips 2 collection from Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, I really need to go and get dressed now and head out the door for work, but I'll show you what I'm wearing before I leave. I have a little bit of work on this morning, and then I have to get back and do a few bits here at the house. I'm not really sure what my plans are for the weekend, but let's hope that we get up to some fun stuff. All dressed. I've just been watching some YouTube while I've been getting ready. I've been catching up on In the Fro on YouTube. She's one of my favorite bloggers, YouTubers. She honestly just is so inspiring and motivational with her work ethic and her style and her lifestyle and everything. I absolutely love her. So if you haven't checked her out, make sure to go and check her out. I'll leave her linked down below. Her name's Victoria and I've been watching her literally since I was in college. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Anyway, I've just got dressed. As you are well aware, if you watched my last vlog, my car situation is still it's still up in the air. I still don't know what's wrong with it, so I basically have to get lifts to work now, and it's so funny. You don't realize how much of a pain it is not to have a car or not to be able to drive until you don't have one. It's like one of those things you don't realize a good thing till it's gone, basically. So I don't have a car and I can't drive, and it's hard as well because you're dependent on other people to work to your time schedule, and obviously they have other obligations too. They have things that they have to get done and places they need to be, and you do. Is it raining? Please don't start raining. Let's hope not. Anyway, yeah, all that to say, basically I'm waiting on my lift to get here. I have time. I'm okay. I'm one of those people that just likes to be everywhere that they need to be early as much as possible. I am not a late runner. I'm not a runner at all. But I don't run late to things, and I don't like being late to things. So I generally always, if I have to be somewhere, I tell somebody I have to be there like an hour beforehand, or like a half an hour, not an hour beforehand. So I'm just waiting on my lift, but I will show you what I'm wearing before we go whilst I am waiting. My whole outfit today is from Zara, and I actually quite like it. So this top is one of the newer ones that I picked up when I filmed my last shop with me in Zara. It was a surprise purchase and I love it. It's really cute, and I know I'm going to be able to mix and match it with loads of different things too. I can already imagine it over like a little slip dress. Like imagine this over a little cream camisole style slip dress. I'm gonna have to go and see if I can find one because I currently do not have one of those, and that's a pretty good staple to have in your wardrobe actually. And then I have tucked it into these trousers, which to be honest are a size too big for me, but I'm dealing with them. They're supposed to be like a baggy mom fit anyway. I would prefer to be wearing them with heels, but I'm just working this morning, so I don't really want to be wearing heels for the morning time. So I've paired them with my little cage slingbacks. I love these shoes, absolutely adore them. I've actually seen something very similar in black in a heel, and they look really cute, so I'm kind of tempted to pick those up. They're not from Zara, but I've seen them and they look really nice, so Who knows, maybe I'll get those. But that's my outfit today. I love these kind of colour tones as well because it really feels like I'm moving into more autumnal colours but still keeping kind of summery because the top's so lightweight. So that is what I'm wearing today. Hello guys, it is a little bit later on now. I'm finished up with work for the day and I am over at my parents' house because they're both away and I'm just keeping an eye on Bella. As you all know, if you've been watching the channel for a little while, she had a little surgery last week. So let me fix the light on this. There we go. Yeah, she's still not fully healed, so we don't really like leaving her on her own for too long. So because everybody was away, I said I would come over and keep her company. Honestly though, when you're keeping Bella company at the house, she doesn't really do much. She just lies in her bed. Sometimes she wants to go outside. Isn't that right, Stinky? Does anybody else just call their dogs most random names? She gets Stinky and wee woman a lot. Anyway, I'm just making myself a cup of tea. I took over all of my makeup brushes. I finished work, so I took over all of my makeup brushes to wash while I was here because I just said I would get it done and it would save me having to do it later on this evening for work in the morning. So they're all sitting ready to dry. A couple of you have actually asked me how I wash them and it's just the same as everybody else, just with a little bit of baby shampoo and then like I sanitize them. So you basically wash your brushes the same way as you wash your hair. Anywho, that was a little bit of a sidetrack. I'm just drinking some tea out of my Tinkerbell mug and I actually have some fun things in from TK Maxx. It's the start, you guys, the start of the fall / Halloween decor. I cannot cope. I don't know if any of you are on Pinterest, but I go through phases of just loving Pinterest and I mentioned it a little while ago. Let's see if I can pop you down here. I mentioned it a little while ago, but I basically love going onto Pinterest to look for recipe ideas and also for inspiration for fashion or for home decor in general. It's amazing. Travel as well. I just love Pinterest. Hold on. Alexa, volume down. I love that there's an Alexa here. I don't have one at home. I just think they're the funniest things ever. Yeah, but basically I love Pinterest and I have been pinning things like crazy. If you follow me, I don't know if anybody does follow me over on Pinterest. If you do, let me know because I'm not like the biggest Pinterest person. I don't really know fully how it works. Like I totally understand the thing of like boards and pinning things and saving things and all that, but I'm not like into Pinterest like I would be into Instagram, say for example. But when I pin, I go on a pinning spree. So I've been like, I have a Christmas board, I have a Halloween board, I have an autumn board because they're separate things. And basically I have been pinning loads of like autumnal vibes and spooky decor and different things like that for autumn because I start decorating. I just love this time of the year to spruce the house up a little bit. So I have a few new things in from TK Maxx because they have started getting their Halloween and their autumn decor in like literally just this week. So I thought I'd show you the few little bits that I picked up because they're really, really cute. We're gonna have to actually go to TK Maxx and have a little bit of a look around in the next like week or so. First of all, I love all of the like kind of Day of the Dead themed stuff. I just think it's so colorful and so vibrant and so pretty. They had these Dia de los Muertos tea towels. Aren't they amazing? So this one here has obviously all of the little sugar skull heads and some coffins and some kind of floral motifs, and it just says Dia de los Muertos on it. And then this one, these towels are actually really, really good quality as well. This one here just has like a bigger skull motif on the front. How pretty are they? Do you remember like a couple of years ago when, well, I don't know whether it was like this all over the world, but definitely in Ireland a couple of years ago for Halloween. I love getting dressed up for Halloween. I haven't gotten dressed up for Halloween in years, but I used to love it. And one year I went mad into doing like my sugar skull like face paints, and I just had so much fun with it. And it meant that you could kind of dress how you wanted, but do your makeup so cool. I love sugar skulls. I just think they're absolutely beautiful. Then skull, look at that. How pretty is that skull? Realistically, even if it wasn't Halloween, I feel like you could get away with this here skull because it's fairly neutral. Like it's not like orange or anything like that. It's very pretty, if you know what I mean, with the big kind of rose or flower on the head. I think that's stunning. Like, this would look really cool if you had an all black office or something. I really love kind of like darker, like this kind of a color scheme for offices and stuff like that. That there would look amazing in an office, or just somewhere that has kind of like darker color scheme. Also, because I am a candle addict and I'm actually like running out of my candles left, right and center, and I'm so excited to start burning all of my fall scents. A lot of you guys have said to get diffusers, but to me it's just not the same because they're not as ambient as candles are. So this one here is pumpkin spice. Oh, anything spicy, like cinnamon, cloves. Oh my lord, that is incredible. Every time. And it has a really nice little wooden lid, so you don't actually have to leave it sitting open. I'm legitimately gonna start burning that tonight. It's so nice. Do you know what I always used to love watching on YouTube, like old school YouTube videos? Bath and Body Works candle hauls. Or just when people were talking about what Bath and Body Works candles that they got. And even whenever I go over to the States, I just love smelling all the Bath and Body Works candles, especially the autumn and winter ones. They just smell so good. Oh, and that was €7 or $6.99. And lastly, we got ourselves a pumpkin, because you can't do Halloween without a pumpkin. I love pumpkins. This one here I just thought was so cool because it's completely black glitter. How stunning is that? I actually also have another one at home that's a mirrored kind of rose gold. No, I lie, it's more copper than rose gold, but it is completely mirrored. So this here and that pumpkin are gonna look so cool. I usually put them on my fireplace and I think that's gonna look so cool for this. Oh, I'm so excited for autumn decor. Also, if you haven't been following me from last year, you won't have seen my autumn wreath for my door. I love a good wreath. Wreaths are magical. I have an absolutely stunning one that's full of pumpkins and acorns and all that kind of thing that I got in TK Maxx maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish if you want to count both of the tea towels. 5 items that I picked up in TK Maxx. But as I said, we're definitely going to have to do another kind of little run to TK Maxx to see what's in, or like Home Sense. The Home Sense is just not as close to me as TK Maxx is, but I'm just so excited for it to get into autumn. It's just, you know I love Christmas, but autumn is my favorite time of the year. I just love it because there's so much scope for style, for decor. The weather's not super cold. Generally over here in Ireland it's like dry. The nights start getting a little bit darker a little bit earlier, and it's just so cozy, and there's candles, and it's the dream, you guys. The dream. I'm a very happy individual right now. If only you could hear what Mom just said before that. Ooh, it is hot in here. But guess what? I'm in a vehicle that I can drive, aka my car. This is just turning into me updating you on my car situation. I have my car back. We still don't know what's wrong with it. The mechanic, basically there's nothing wrong with it for him to be able to know what the issue is. So basically when I go to start it, or whenever I went to start it, it wouldn't start, but whenever he went to start it the past like 3 days it would. So there's nothing there for him to show that there's something wrong. Does that make any sense? Anyway, basically he doesn't know. So I have a feeling I know when something bad is going to happen, or not something bad, but when it's basically not going to start. So the next time that I feel that coming on, I'm just going to leave it up to him and then be like, start it now, because I guarantee you it's not going to start. So that's basically the only thing that we can do, and keep local, I guess. So I went and grabbed some groceries. I have them all sitting in the back there. Every time I go to get groceries, I literally never have a bag big enough to take with me. So I go in and I completely underestimate the amount that I'm going to buy. I completely struggled getting out of the shopping centre with my bag completely full to the brim, holding a cauliflower, holding another bag of lettuce. The girl was like, do you need another bag? And I was like, no, I have some. But anyway, we will do a grocery haul when I get back to the house. I'll show you what I picked up. I made it back with my massive bag of groceries. I swear the girl was looking at me going, you're not going to fit all of that in there. And I was like, you know what? I will. I'm going to. And I did. Well, bar my cauliflower. So first things first, cauliflower. I feel like I run out of cauliflower like constantly because I eat it so often, but I just love it so freaking much. By the way, can we talk about my ugly looking banana, which I'm going to make into some baked oatmeal today. Okay, after that then I got 3 bags of Italian style salad leaves because I literally eat an entire bag of this in a salad. I'm all about the bigger the salad, the better. I got an avocado, which, do I have to use this one up? This one's okay. Okay, this one needs to be used up ASAP, so I'm probably gonna eat that tonight. 5 golden delicious apples, because they're my faves and they're on offer. And I usually eat those as snacks. Although, do you know what I'm thinking might be really, really nice for the kind of autumn and winter? Some like kind of apple pie style porridge. I think that would be really, really yummy. I got a big head of broccoli, some carrots. I got 2 punnets of strawberries because I love strawberries. 2 buffalo mozzarella balls. And to go with my buffalo mozzarella, I got 2 things of tomatoes. And also because I know somebody says that every time I show so much plastic when it comes to grocery hauls, I'm completely aware of the amount of packaging that comes with getting the likes of strawberries and tomatoes and things like that, but that's just from this specific place that I go. And the greengrocer that comes to our town, like the guy that sells vegetables and stuff like that, he literally only comes once a week, and sometimes I miss him, and it's really, really annoying because I wish that I didn't have to buy as much packaging. For example, apples, I buy them loose because I can, and it's so funny because I buy them loose because I can, and then I get to the counter and the girl's like, do you want to put those in a plastic bag? And I'm like, why? The same with like the cauliflower, I buy that loose because I can, but there was no broccoli without plastic wrap. I don't know. Hopefully more places get on board with their packaging and things like that anyway. Anyway, after that then I got some mushrooms. I got just regular close cut mushrooms, and I also got humongous ones because these ones are amazing. There's like an Asian salad that I do that's really nice, and also in curries they taste really good too. It just gives your curries a little bit more texture, a little bit more meatiness, especially if you are doing more of a veggie style curry. I got some balsamic vinegar because, funny story, I mentioned this the other day on, it could have been actually in my last weekend in my life video, and I used this balsamic vinegar. This is actually all gone. I used that balsamic vinegar from Super Value and I really, really like it, but I ran out of it and I only had one other balsamic vinegar in the house, and it was this one here, and I remember the first time that I tried it out, it was quite like intensely vinegary, whereas this one was a little bit more mild, and I decided I just wasn't going to use it anymore on my salad dressings because I wasn't the biggest fan of it. So that was all that I had yesterday, but I am pretty sure that when I ate that in my buffalo mozzarella salad yesterday, that it completely stained my teeth because I went to do like, not on IGTV, I went to do Insta stories. Every time I was speaking, like it's probably even in my vlog, my teeth just looked like they had been stained, like I had been drinking red wine basically, and I don't drink red wine. Well, I very rarely do. I was like, oh my god, looking back at them, it was literally that balsamic vinegar. This one here does not do that, and it tastes really good. So if you are in Ireland and you're looking for a nice balsamic vinegar, the Signature Tastes Super Value aged balsamic vinegar is really yummy. And then lastly, I just picked up some more honey. I used Vine Valley and some milk. So that is my grocery haul, all the stuff that I need to stock up on. Those are all, if you watch any of my, or if you've seen any of my grocery hauls, it's very kind of samey. I never really pick up anything too different because this is legitimately what I eat 7 days of the week, and they're all really staple things that you can kind of like mix and match with other like sauces and salads and different things like that to make up lots of different meals. So I'm gonna go and put all of this in the fridge. Good morning, friends. Oh, it's about 6:15 right now, and you guys know I love waking up early in the mornings to get my day started, especially if I've got, well, no, any day. I kind of wake up despite if I have to like go somewhere for work, but I have to go somewhere for work today, and it's getting so much harder to get up early in the morning now because it's a little bit darker, so it doesn't get as bright quite as early, which makes it a struggle to get out of my cozy bed. So I'm up a little bit later this morning, and I just had to like run downstairs and make myself tea because I was just gonna try and struggle through it and try and get my makeup on before I came and made myself tea, but I can't do it. I am like legitimately, my eyes are struggling in my head right now. I already got a tea bag, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. My head is still foggy. I am still half asleep. I literally only woke up about 10 minutes ago. Okay, tea, do your job. Wake me up, please. Also, a lot of you ask me what tea I drink, and I've said it a couple of times before, but honest to God, like 99.9% of the time, it's just a breakfast tea, like a black tea. And it's funny because over here in Ireland, if you ask somebody what tea they're drinking, it is most likely black tea. Like, I feel like that's what most of us were just brought up drinking. It's like the automatic drink that you drink, or like, I don't know, that's just like the automatic tea that you drink. Usually, like, say if you went over to somebody's house and they asked you if you want tea, they would just give you black tea. I don't know, it's just a thing over here, and I'm pretty sure it's the same in the UK as well. Like, I can remember even growing up, if we would have been over in London or whatever, if you ask for tea, it's just they give you a breakfast tea. So if you're ever wondering what tea I'm drinking, unless I say otherwise, it's most likely breakfast tea. And I always add some milk. Okay, flash forward until 5:30. It's so much later. Let me turn this off. I am just finished off wrapping up work for the day. It's been a very productive day. It's been very warm in here. I've gotten attacked by about 3 wasps and I'm still alive. They're still alive too because we don't kill the wasps here. We save the wasps, we save the bees. Although I think the bees are the more important ones. But there's a little guy that's on the floor that's really struggling and was really struggling throughout my whole last appointment there. Anyway, yes, today was very productive. I've got loads of lovely ladies glam to go to their events. I've had some brides in for bridal trials and things like that. I know I've said this before, but I wish I could show you more of what I do at work, but it's a little bit hard when obviously clients don't really want to be on camera, and I don't want to like force them to be on camera either. So just trust that I am glamming people's faces. Anyway, a couple of you have been asking me recently to show you some of my kit or to show you the products that I use in my kit. So I thought I could run you through some of my most used products, like the really kind of holy grail important ones, because when I was doing my last makeup unboxing, I was telling you that there was certain products that I use all the time for work. So I thought we could show you those today. So do a little bit of a what's in my makeup kit. Let me see. Okay, so first off with foundations, the couple of I have a couple of different foundations, but the main ones that I see myself gravitating towards a lot recently are the Armani, oh god, I nearly dropped it, Armani Luminous Silk and the Armani Power Fabric. Those two are my favorites, and I generally always have foundations in about 4 different shades and different tones, so like cooler tones, warmer tones that I can mix and match. The Power Fabric is almost like a foundation that's great for oily skin and mattifying, things like that, and then the Luminous Silk is like their more glowy luminous version of the Power Fabric. So those two I've been gravitating towards lots recently. I also really like the MAC Face and Body. This here is really good if you like not a lot of coverage, if you like a little bit less coverage, if you need to cover up like small blemishes on your body, things like that. It's great for like mature makeup, and those are the 3 that I've been gravitating more towards. I do have other like some Estee Lauder foundations there, a couple of MAC foundations, but those 3 are what I'm using like 99.9% of the time. After that then, for concealer, mostly I've actually been using the Charlotte Tilbury retoucher stick. So I have this in a couple of different shades, and I kind of just use this under the eye and like throughout the center of the face as a highlight slash concealer, just to brighten up the face. So I really like that. But for actual concealing, I have like little MAC concealer palettes. Those are really handy. They're like a cream concealer for spot blemishes and stuff. And then to set, I use the same as I use on myself, my Laura Mercier Loose Translucent for the most part. I have a couple of different pressed powders. I have a MAC, what's this here, their Studio Care Blend pressed powder, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powders, I use those as well. What else do I have here? The Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. This is like my go-to bronzer and highlight. I have that in both shades, the light and the dark, depending on what skin tone I'm working on. MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, they're soft and gentle. It's one of my favorite highlights for work too. I use that in the inner tear ducts as well. It can be really pretty. Fix Plus is always good to have. Oh, my eyeshadow primer. I really love this here. It's the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and I always use the shade Eden, or their normal kind of blank shade that has no color to it. That's my favorite eyeshadow primer. Blushes then, I love MAC's Melba. This one here, it's really pretty. It's a lovely color for bridal actually. I also love Warm Soul and Dainty. Those are some of my favorite blushes. And then eyeshadow palettes. It's kind of hard to show you them because they're all like pre-made palettes from MAC that I've done up myself. Although they do ones that you can buy that are pre-made. This one here is like a Warm Neutrals palette. What's this one that was pre-made? I feel like it was. Yeah, Mellow Moderns. These ones have like more like kind of cool tones. And then I have, what else? I have more like kind of Inglot palettes here that I've made up that are like blushes and eyeshadows. My NARS Laguna bronzer. I have some mini Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes, some Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow palettes. I have lots of different lipsticks here. Somebody was actually asking me, do I leave these in the window? I don't. I take them out of the window because they would be very badly damaged by the sun and the heat if they were still here. Yeah, I just have loads of different lipsticks. Both MAC and Charlotte Tilbury are kind of my go-tos, and then I have lots of different lip liners as well. I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz for brows. That's one of my go-tos. What else do I have here? Oh yeah, I have their like dip brow here as well, and some Inglot gel liners. That's my favorite liner to use for work. I rather using gel liner for work than liquid liners. I just find it easier to use on clients. What else do I have? Oh, the Stila, what are these called again? Magnificent Metals, that's what they're called. These are amazing if you want to use like glitters. I don't use them that often, but they're really good to have in my kit just in case. And I generally have them in like a gold, a silver, a rose gold, things that kind of go with lots of different eyeshadow looks. But these are so easy to use. You can literally just pop them on your eyeshadow and blend it out. I always have my duo glue. I tend to mostly use the black one because it just kind of hides in a lash band really well, but I also have the clear one. And honestly, that's mostly it when it comes to my kit. Like, there's not a whole pile else in it. I try to keep it as broad but as condensed as possible. Like, I know I didn't show you all of my palettes, but they're just like random eyeshadow palettes that I've made up that I know I use all of the colors from. You kind of just tend to know what shades you need to use most on different people's eye colors. And then the lashes that I use, these are my most used lashes. I use these and I've shown you these before, but if you want a really good strip lash, if you're into wearing strip lashes, these ones from Kiss are beautiful. And I came across these by complete accident. I had actually run out of lashes one weekend. I needed to pick up a few for work, and I just went in and was trying to get hold of the best ones that I could find, and I seen these and I was like, how have I never seen those before? But they're from Kiss. They're their blowout lash in the style Pixie. The style Page Boy is also really nice. This here is what they look like. They're really soft and really fluttery and really comfortable to wear. I am so picky with strip lashes. I don't like them looking like they're really fake. I rather them looking like fluttery and sexy and soft, and these here are like the best. I use these a lot on bridal as well. I really like to keep bridal makeup like soft but still glamorous. So it kind of depends on what you wear day to day. I always say when it comes to brides, if they ask me what they should be wearing, I always say that you should look like yourself, and that's totally true. You don't want to be walking down the aisle looking like somebody else. So if you wear a lot of makeup, wear a more glamorous makeup look on your wedding day. If you don't wear a lot of makeup, wear a more toned down version of that on your wedding day, because you don't want to look like somebody else coming in, or you don't want your guests to be like, who is that walking down the aisle? They look lovely but they do not look like themselves. So that's generally my rule of thumb when it comes to wedding makeup. So that is basically the main parts of my kit. Also when it comes to makeup brushes and stuff like that, I've started actually leaving the brushes that I personally use myself in the description box for you guys in all of my videos, because a lot of you have been asking me what makeup brushes I use on myself. They're also the makeup brushes that I use for work because I really like working with them. So they're all of my main makeup brushes and brands that I use and have been using for like the past 6 years or however long I've been doing makeup. Anywho, I am going to head on home now because I don't have to be here anymore. I'm also going to go and wash my makeup brushes and get them ready for the next day of work. Fun! I've said it once and I've said it before, washing makeup brushes is my least favourite job. Hello everybody and happy Monday. I know usually when I'm filming my little weekend in my life videos, I tend to do like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but I didn't actually film yesterday because I just was feeling a little bit under the weather. Do you know when your body just does not feel right? I had like zero energy. I think I just needed to take a day to do nothing basically. Anyway, I was going to vlog today, but I went to start into, you know, being productive and whatnot. I went to start into editing this vlog and it is so freaking long. So I am just gonna wrap it up here for today. Basically, I haven't really been doing anything today anyway. I went and filled up water bottles, made myself some lunch, got some work done here at home on the laptop, stuff like that. So you haven't missed out on anything too crazy. I've just been editing this video you're watching right now also. And right now, I'm gonna make myself some tea. It's like 7 p.m. ish right now, and I'm very much in need of tea. And I think I'm going to just like literally switch off for the rest of the evening. I really just want to watch a movie and do nothing. I'm calling it quits for today. I told myself that once 7 o'clock comes, that's it, Grace. You're not allowed to answer emails. You're not allowed to do anything anymore. Sometimes you just got to do that with yourself and be strict. So that's what I'm going to do. Also, I am going to not do a question of the vlog today because it is September this week, which means Tea Talk is coming next week. September's Tea Talk is here already. So what I want you to do is submit your questions for Tea Talk and I will answer them in Tuesday, next week's video. I cannot get over how fast these months are going in. It doesn't feel like that long since I've done August's Tea Talk. Also, if you're new to the channel and you don't know what Tea Talk is, it's basically just a chatty series that I started on the channel. It's the first Tuesday in every month and it's basically like a Q&A style video, somewhere where we can just chat, and it can be about absolutely anything. So you can ask me questions on anything you want and I will answer a couple of them on Tuesday. Submit your questions down below with the hashtag question of the vlog and I will just put them forward for Tea Talk. How exciting! Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was a lot of random stuff altogether, but I hope you enjoyed it all the same. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you are new and you haven't subscribed yet but you want to see some more videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button because I'd love to have you back again. My kettle is boiled. I'm gonna go make some tea and I will see you all again in my next video. So thank you so much for watching. Bye!